Hello everybody, welcome to the I Am IT YouTube channel. My name is Shabazz, and as ever, I am the IT Geek. Welcome back to another episode within my Microsoft Cybersecurity Architect SE100 exam topic series. Starting a new topic today, we've just finished topic 8. It's quite a long topic, I'm honest. It's 3 episodes. There's a lot of content we're talking a lot about Sentinel and Defender for Cloud, and having that whole sort of CM and SAW solution within Microsoft, and we had a lot of ground to cover. So we did a lot of theory. Obviously, we included some labs, but there's a lot of sort of information. So hopefully, it might be worth going through that a couple of times just to make sure you get it down for the exam. So yeah, we're starting topic 9 today. So without further ado, let's get started with this episode. As I mentioned, this is the SC100 exam. This is Microsoft Cybersecurity Architect exam, and we are on topic 9, part 1. This is only a small topic, so two parts of this topic. This is the data security solutions for applications and data sort of module or learning path. And we're going to talk about security for Exchange, SharePoint, OneDrive and Teams in M365. And we'll talk about valuing security posture for collaboration and productivity workloads. And then we'll do a demo. And I think the demo, if I'm not to look at my list of demos, is around Defender XDR. So we'll have a look at Defender XDR portal and some of the stuff we can do in there. We'll be covering a lot of the sort of services within there as well. Let's talk about security for Exchange, SharePoint, OneDrive and Teams in M365. So we have Defender for collaboration security. So we have Exchange online protection. So this sort of prevents broad volume-based and known attacks. So mainly obviously around Exchange, because it's specifically for Exchange. If we're talking about spam, phishing, anti-malware, bulk email, talking about spoof intelligence or anti-spoof intelligence, anti-impersonation detection, quarantining emails as well, looking at sort of false positives and false negative reporting, as well as reports, and then investigating audit log search for message traces as well, and being able to respond to sort of 0-hour auto purges and refinement of testing and allowing and blocking lists as well. So specifically, we've got the Microsoft Defender for Office P1, and that protects email and collaboration from sort of 0-day malware, phishing, and business email compromise, to protecting and detecting as well. So technologies, it includes everything in Exchange Online protection, plus safe attachments, safe links as well. Then we've got P2, so we've got Microsoft Defender for collaboration protection for workloads. So that's excluding sort of SharePoint Online, Teams, and OneDrive for Business. And that's time of click protection in email, Office clients, and Teams, and anti-phishing in Defender for collaboration, user and domain impersonation protection, also alerts and sort of CM integration, so you integrate it with Sentinel, for example. From an investigating perspective, you can have that integration with CM, sort of an API for detections, real-time detection tools, and sort of URL trace. And finally, we've got that P2. It's got Microsoft Defender for P2, collaboration for P2, sorry. So it adds, so again, same stuff as well available in Defender for collaboration P1, but adds on post-breach investigation, hunting and response, as well as sort of automation and sort of simulation for training as well. So you've got things like Threat Explorer, threat trackers, campaign views, automated investigation response, or AIR, AIR for Threat Explorer, AIR for compromised users, and again, sort of Sentinel integration, API for sort of automated investigations. So a lot of functionality within Defender for Collaboration Security Suite. So let's talk about evaluating security posture for collaboration and productivity workloads. So obviously Microsoft Secure Score is littered throughout all security products. Entra's got one, Defender for Cloud's got its own, and Defender for XDR has one. So obviously this is for sort of SaaS elements. So you've got Microsoft 365, including Exchange Online, Active Directory, Entra, Defender for Endpoint, as I mentioned, Defender Identity, Defender for Cloud apps as well. And what we'll do in the demo as well, we can kind of take a bit of a closer look at that as well, so quickly in the Secure Score aspect as well. And that is the end of a bit of a smaller theoretical sort of element today. As I mentioned, we are going to look at sort of Defender XDR, but look at Secure Score as well and some of the recommendations available in Secure Score. So without further ado, let's jump across to the demo portal. Welcome back everyone. Here we are in the Microsoft Defender 365, or what is now known as the XDR portal, Defender XDR. So obviously Microsoft, being Microsoft, they rebranded. It's essentially everything the same, pretty much. Some new features on the lie, but just want to give you a quick overview. We are going to look at Secure Score in a second as well. But yeah, this is where this essential essentially this platform, this service, and this portal. It's got its own portal. As you can see, security.microsoft.com, and this is where we're going to get access to all those Microsoft Defender, for, not for cloud, but Microsoft, all those SaaS security products. So Defender for endpoint, Defender for cloud apps, Defender for identity, Defender for collaboration. As we can see here on the left hand side, we've obviously got our incident alerts as well. But we can look at and we can manage. If I don't have any incidents or alerts ongoing, so I can't really show you. But yeah, we can look at incidents alerts. Here's where we can do some of the hunting. We've talked about threat hunting as well. We can look at some of the threat hunting, and we're going to be talking more about that as well. Look at detection rules as well here. As well as looking at action center submissions and more of the threat intelligence. This is more of the advanced, being sort of proactive features. This is I'm looking at analytics and what's out there at the moment from a threat perspective, and making sure your tenant, your organization, your environment is protected. So this is not reactive, whereas kind of alerts and incidents are reactive. This is being proactive, the threat intelligence, looking at threat analytics. As we go down here, we see kind of any assets and devices. We are going to be looking at how to onboard devices into XDR shortly. And then we've got our identities as well. So this is when we've onboarded domain control, and we'll take a look at that in another demo as well. But here we have our endpoint. So this is Defender for endpoint, the vulnerability management as well, aspect of that, which we can go down, look at the dashboard, look at the vulnerabilities within our endpoints. I've also got the configuration manager as well, where we can look at sort of endpoint security policies. Then we have our Defender for identity, which is here. We can look at the dashboard for that, look at health issues with our domain controls that we've onboarded. Look at sort of our Entra, our ID protection as well. And here's our collaboration aspect. So this is Defender for Office 365, basically. Look at sort of investigations, Explorer, real-time detections, campaigns. Look at our policies and rules. This is where we can do our sort of look at threat policies. This is where we can do our spam, anti-phishing, anti-spam, anti-malware, safe attachments. We can look at doing tenant allow block lists, email authentication settings. We can do templated policies if we want as well, as we go down as well. And we've got our Exchange message trace as well, which is obviously takes you into the Exchange admin center. And here we have Defender for cloud apps. So this is doing the cloud discovery, which I don't think I have set up. You can look at the sort of cloud app catalog and the activity log, governance log as well. Look at policies and look at policy management within sort of Defender for cloud apps, threat detection, shadow IT, or all our policies, and create policies there as well. So this is essentially the platform. What we're gonna look at the next the next demo anyway is around settings and onboarding, identity, domain controllers, as well as the sort of endpoint devices. But this is where you're going to find all the Microsoft Defender XDR, or what we're calling Microsoft Defender 365, what I think is in the content that we're looking at. So it's called, it's now called XDR. So I think in the exam it will have the most up-to-date wording. So make sure, stuff like Entra used to be Azure AD, and this used to be Defender 365. It is now Microsoft Defender XDR. So make sure you're aware of that. But yeah, I definitely recommend you go to security.microsoft.com in your platform, in your environment, and have a look at the settings and the different aspects of, the Defender for cloud, endpoint, Defender for identity, Defender for collaboration, and Defender for cloud apps as well, and Defender for vulnerability management as well. So you can take a look at that. So I just wanted to give an overview of the portal, and this is where all the features that we've been talking about, this is where they all are. So as I said, in the next episode, we're talking more about some of those features, and we're also going to be doing in the demo onboarding device, show you how to onboard different methods, different operating systems that are supported for onboarding endpoint devices, also onboarding domain controllers. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you are gaining something from these videos. Hopefully they're helping you if you're preparing for the SE100 exam. It is obviously the cybersecurity architect exam, so you should have already really done the SE200, 400 and 300, because it encompasses all those things. So you really need to have that understanding and then pass those exams. It's not a prerequisite, mind, but I do recommend you have those exams first. I've obviously got links. So what I'll start doing is I'll start putting the links to those topics, those series in my description as well, so you can have a look at those. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully, any comments, any feedback, please, you drop me a comment on video. Make sure you're liking it. Make sure you're subscribing. I'm aiming for 20k by the end of the year. We're now in July, so I've got like 5 months to do it. So yeah, make sure you do subscribe and use some of the useful links in my description. Yeah, so thank you everybody for watching. Until next time, goodbye.